Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Crypto Assets SA. We've got a special guest going to talk to us with something that he's got on offer. So I'm going to quickly run through it, and then we will open the floor for all questions to Marius. Marius will then take over from there. So first of all, Crypto Assets SA is purely here to support and educate people in the crypto space. Our current focus is on the KBC and Python signals. So first of all, what we all are waiting for is KBC to gold or cash. You must have a valid Karatbars account, and it must be KBC or KYC'd all the way to platinum level. So that's the priority. So we're only going to focus on KBC. So first of all, how it works is KBC, you can convert to bonus unibles. For every 100 KBCs, you basically get 1 gram of gold, but first you need 10 bonus unibles to convert it. Then you convert it to a QR code, 1 gram per day per account. Sorry, I'm just allowing a couple of more people coming in. Then from the QR code, this is what everybody has been waiting for, is how do I convert that without going to Germany, like many people already know of. The CEMs is arriving in the country. Marius is going to tell you all about that and answer your questions. So you get to a CEM, you swap your QR code for 1 gram of gold. From there, you decide, do you want to save that gold, put it in a safe somewhere, or do you want to sell it at a goldsmith? Many people are talking about Mr. Kruger and various people. Marius is also going to tell you about the goldsmith options. Then when the goldsmith buys it from you, they will normally either give you cash spot price on the day, or they will convert or transfer the money to your EFT account. Now, Marius's offer at the moment is QR codes. He's going to explain it to you. And then the monthly arrangement, if you want to, Marius is going to address that. And we're going to come back to the slide because I just want to finish my side of the presentation. So always remember, you are responsible for your own financial choices and decisions. Never let anybody tell you to give their money or your money to them and they're going to multiply. Make sure you know where you put your money in. This is not financial advice, and you are responsible for your taxes one way or another. So yeah, thank you. That was from Crypto Assets SA. I'm going to give it back to Marius now. If you want to follow us, go to our Facebook page, Crypto Assets SA. You can go to our website where all our Python signal and our crypto trading information are, and also our WhatsApp training and things like that. So thank you for joining us. Marius, I think people will start unmuting them. Thank you very much for allowing us to do this. Yeah, people, Marius is all yours.
I think first, thank you very much for the introduction and thank you for the opportunity to be on your presentation tonight. I think I'll start off first by saying that just some good news that the CEMs actually arrived this afternoon already. I haven't unpacked it. It's standing there at my house at the moment where it's going to its final place and so on. But the point is that they have arrived, and that's the good thing. Secondly, just basically the offer that I'm putting on the table is that I'm willing for a certain time only. I'm willing to offer you guys 208 KBCs for 1 QR code. So instead of, if you can assist me to cash out 1 QR code, I'm also giving you 1 gram or another 1 QR code in return. And then the second thing is that we need to set up some monthly arrangements. So you need to tell me that by next month, for instance, I'm going to, or on a monthly basis, I'll require so much and so much that I can make provision to make sure that you can definitely cash out your QRs for that month, if that's clear. If there's anybody that's got any questions. Okay, I can just go briefly. Let me go through. So once you get your cash gold from the machine or from the CEM, as explained, there's two options. You can either get it to a goldsmith. We have a goldsmith available that's willing to buy the cash gold from you for a spot price, which is actually every day it changes, and then they pay via EFT or cash, or you can store your cash gold in your safe or keep it with you. That's entirely up to you.
Marius, just a quick question. There was a question, and if I'm not mistaken, it's 12,500 euros for the CEM, right?
Yeah, 12,900 euros. That includes a 5,000 euro bundle where they send you 5,000 euros worth of cash gold for the machine to operate.
Okay. And then Elmarie wants to know, where are you based? I'm sure you're not going to say where the CEM is.
No, but I'll say I'm on the East Rand in Joburg, but that doesn't limit anything. I'm a lot in Pretoria. I'm a lot everywhere. So I mean, I'm more than willing to assist you. And if you send me your QR codes, I'm more than willing to get them through the machine and then bring you or meet you somewhere to actually give you your cash gold. Or if you take the option of cashing it in, the money will be EFT'd. Or if you want the cash, we can arrange that as well.
And guys, and ladies, I can just vouch for the deal of the QR codes. Marius, I had a whole bunch already accumulated. So I cancelled my trip to Germany because Marius is a lot closer. He took the QR codes and I told him how many QR codes I can get for the limited time that he's talking about. And he's already paid me out. And so, yeah. So the KBCs are in my account. He did that within a couple of hours. So it is solid and legit from my side. I can vouch for that. What is the legal process to get the gold into SA, Marius?
Well, they are busy currently looking at partners in South Africa. They haven't finalized that yet, but the ultimate idea of this is that someone in South Africa will actually be printing the cash gold or manufacturing the cash gold instead of them sending it from Germany all the time. And that's why it was also easy, or that's why there's no duties payable, but there'll always be VAT. So that you must take into consideration. And if you want the machine or want to operate the machine, you need to be VAT registered in order to get your VAT back. Not only with the import VAT, but also the VAT for buying the cash gold locally then.
Okay. And then another question here. What was your import duties, if we can ask, for the CEM?
There's only VAT applicable, 15%.
Okay. Marty, just on the slide, as you can see here, you asked what is the process to get KBC to QR code. You get your KBCs. There is an option in your Karatbars wallet, KBC, next to it that says exchange. You can there enter how many KBCs you want to swap for bonus unibles. Just keep in mind, every 100 KBCs is going to give you 1 gram of gold. And you need 10 bonus unibles for your gram of gold, but you must keep KBCs back because each QR code transaction takes 4 KBCs. That's why Marius is already adding the transaction fee to swap. So you're actually scoring the transaction fee of what you've already paid on your QR code back, plus the transaction fee for the next QR code that he's actually giving you. And once it's in the bonus unival, every day you go into your Karatbars wallet under your bonus unit or next to your bonus univals, you click on withdraw, and then you follow the process from there. That will then give you a message that you need to authenticate or approve via email. They send you an email and you click on approve, and only then do they send you the QR code. Now, if you lose the email with your QR code in your back office of Karatbars, under history, you go to CEM withdraw, and all your QR codes lies there, so you can recover it. So you don't have to worry about if you lose the email. Marius, what is your spot price if we choose money? Do you take commission for these services? Just another question.
Yeah, so how it works is there's a manufacturing cost that we need to keep in consideration. And well, the total that it comes today at Mr. Kruger, they offered 639, but my price is fixed at 600 Rand.
What is that? Is that your spot price, or is that the spot price of gold on the day?
No, spot price of gold is about 700, but if you go and exchange it, because there's a VAT implication on that as well. So if you normally with Mr. Kruger as well, if you want to buy or sell it to them, you need to give them a VAT invoice. Otherwise, then you can get the full amount. Otherwise, it will be a little bit less, like 600, and I know they offered 639 or something today. But you must keep in mind that you still need to drive there. You still need to take time off to go there to take it in. While with my service, you don't need to do that. It's straight conversion.
Okay. Then Karatbars has got a very strict ID presentation when you collect your gold. How do you use our QR codes?
It's not applicable on the CEM machines. So the CEM machine only asks for the QR code, and then you can scan it. It will dispense the gold. They only do it because Germany's regulations as well requires them when you cash out from their offices, they need to know who they cash out to. And they didn't use a CEM to cash out. Actually, they use the system. They've got the software installed on their PC, which they cash out for everyone.
Okay. Then another question. Sorry. Okay, I won't call the name, but in any case, Marius doesn't give you an extra QR code. You give him one QR code and he sends you back 208 KBCs. Then you have to start your process of converting your KBC to bonus universe to QR code from scratch again. So in essence, he requires an X amount of QR codes now for his machine to get productive and all those kind of things, if I understood correctly, Marius. And in order to achieve those minimum QR codes, he is giving you a 1 for 2 deal. That's basically what it is. So your QR codes that you've accumulated, you can swap all of them or some of them or whatever you choose for the period that he's talking about. And then you basically getting KBCs back. I hope that answers your question, Teresa. Then Elmarie asked, will your price increase if price of gold increases, Marius?
Yes, it will. Yes.
So your current rate?
We normally look at the spot price of the day, and then we look at what the cost associated with that transaction will be, and then just deduct that. But I mean, roughly you can work on 80 to 100 Rand, if less of what it is normally.
Okay, so in other words, to be safe, look at the spot price of Mr. Kruger and subtract $100.
No, not Mr. Well, Mr. Kruger's spot price. I mean, that will be roughly. There's also an app that you can download, which is gold price for the day. It will give you the gold price every day. But you shouldn't work on. I mean, that just gives you an indication of what the price is. I mean, it changes every hour. Something changes.
Perfect. And correct me if I'm wrong. How many QR codes do you still require in the next 10 days?
I need still about 600.
Okay, so Yandri, that's your question. Any other questions? So if I sum this up correctly, Marius, and interrupt me or correct me afterwards, you're more than welcome. So first of all, Marius is asking for all the QR codes. He needs about another 600 odd. For each QR code you send him, he's going to send you 208 KBCs. He's going to transfer that to your Karatbars KBC wallet. Okay, so that's the first part. The second part is everybody that he helps, that helps him, he will actually guarantee that he will have enough gold for you every month with an arrangement. So after you've done this with him, you tell him how many QR codes you want to extract every month, and then he will make sure that that is available for you. And then furthermore, you can either keep your gold, go and fetch it, or go and collect it from Marius, wherever you arrange, or you can leave it with him and he will sell it for you at the spot price, less for safety purposes, take off $100. That is for VAT and all other kinds of costs. So in essence, you can get your QR code swapped for gold or for cash.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Is Marius a gold dealer registered? No, Marius is not the gold dealer. He's got, Marius, do you want to maybe answer that
Yeah,
one?
I've got a registered goldsmith that is actually taking it straight to the refinery, and the refinery pays you the same day still, either EFT or cash. But it's convenient. EFT is very convenient because it can be done same bank to same bank. So I mean, it will immediately reflect.
And I'm just going to throw this in there for all the Thomases. Like most of us are very, very trusty in this industry. But I know Marius now for about 2 or 3 days. And I know a big network of his all the way to Singapore. So I don't think he's going to do this that is going to damage any of his networks. So I think I am safe in saying that we can trust Marius on this.
Yeah.
Marius, do you have any possibility of swapping the gold for Bitcoin?
I'll look at that option, and I'll also try and look at the other option of see if we can somehow pay it into some people might have Karatbars debit prepaid cards. So I mean, we might look at that option as well. I'm investigating it at the moment, but I'll have more clarity in a day or two. So by the time people send it to me and they ask me, I'll be able to reply and comment on that.
Okay, no, I don't see any other questions. One last question from my side, Marius.
Yes.
When will you be operational in paying out the first QR code?
Well, that all depends on when the cash gold arrives in South Africa. That came with the machine. The machine's arrived, but unfortunately the cash gold comes separately. They send it separately. So I can send you an update as well. I know the guys from Karatbars said they'll have an answer on Wednesday when the cash gold will be here. Alternatively, my plan is to pick it up when I am in Germany on the I'm leaving on the 30th, and I'll be there on the 4th at the head office. So if it's not been sent by then, I'll bring it with me back. So I think we can work on from, let's say, the 5th I'm back. I would say middle 2 weeks into the month, middle next month, middle November.
All right. Yeah, you know our arrangement. My gold is confirmed. No? So put it one side. Just another question. Is it possible if the QR codes or gold swap every month guaranteed is substantial enough that you can agree on a specific percentage below spot price? Or is it fixed 100, let's say $80 to $100 below spot price?
Well, I think that depends on the amount of withdrawal.
Okay, so you're open for negotiation.
I think that we can talk each one privately, and depending on the amount of gold they want to exchange.
Perfect. All right. I don't understand this one. I see it's a privately one, so I won't call the name. But sit my op oogies and I'm okay dive sign. So I presume you've got one person already saying he's in.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thanks. That's very nice of you.
Dewald, that was my message. I just want to contribute, if you don't mind.
Of course, go for it, Tertius.
Thanks, Dewald. Just to confirm what you're saying, in Marius' credibility, myself and Marius has been friends for a number of months, year plus now, and also a business associate. And I can, as you vouch, that already we've done business with Marius. Only two things I want to emphasize is that this whole story about the spot price, no individual will get spot price. Spot price is based on merchants selling and buying gold, and the individual to get spot price is not
guaranteed.
Will not happen. Yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah.
So the spot price is the indication, but the price that Marius asked, Marius is an entrepreneur, he's a business person, and he will look at it from a business point of view. So the price that Marius is making will be a price dependent on supply and demand. I saw there was a question about a percentage of the spot price. So I think we must just be very aware that the spot price is not for individuals. Then the second thing I just want to
Tertius, can I just interrupt you for 1 sec? Sorry. Marius, can you please put your contact details in the chat box in the meantime? People are asking for your contact details, so your cell number and email, so that if they want to contact you afterwards.
Cool, I'll do that.
Sorry, Tertius, all yours.
No, that's fine. And then my second contribution is purely just from a tax point of view. We need to be very, very aware that this transaction is a taxable transaction. So each and every person must be aware about the tax implication on his or her own side. Thanks very much. Only my 2 cents to this webinar. Thanks for hosting it, Dewald.
Only a pleasure, Tertius. A quick question on that comment, Tertius. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is money coming, if the money goes into your bank account, that is, what kind of tax is that? Is that just the income that you're going to have to declare? Or how will this work if the cash comes into your bank account? You need to declare it at SARS, and then do you have any idea what kind of tax it will be?
Yes, look, it's a complicated it's a simple question for a complicated subject because it's not as easy as that. The only comment I can make is that there is a taxable transaction happening if you're taking crypto back to fiat.
Yeah.
I will be presenting specifically crypto tax seminar or info sessions. So if there's people on your side that's interested,
yes,
maybe
please.
At some stage I can come onto your webinar as well, and we can talk about the tax issue.
Please.
And then afterwards, it's each and every individual's decision how he wants to do his tax planning. So it's much more complicated than just to say this is the percentage or whatever.
Yeah.
You need to understand the whole way that SARS is looking at crypto tax. And I'll talk to you about maybe
yes,
in the
please.
future we can do something regarding tax education for our community.
Fantastic. I'll chat to you offline and then we'll make that public. Just Marty, Marius, the people is asking for how long must they accumulate the QR codes before they send it? Is it in batches of 10? Is it until you tell them, okay, it's done, or how do you want to do this?
I think we must look maybe weekly or so. I mean, then we can do I need to transfer KBCs over.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want to transfer too many, and then we need to repay or pay it back, and then there's another cost or anything else involved. Because Karatbars, as you know, takes fees on all those transactions.
So
I would say if you have at the moment, let me know how much you've got at the moment that's ready. I can pay for them plus, let's say, for the weekend. I'm even willing to do that for a few in advance, or 3 or 4. And then once you reach that, then once we reach that, then we can look at how many more you can help me with. But I mean, we can chat about it. No problem.
So bottom line is contact Marius. Tell him how much you've got if you're interested in doing this, and tell him how much you can get, and then make a deal. So I think this is almost going to be a first come, first serve until Marius has reached his target. So rather do it sooner than later. Then secondly, Jan-Riets, you don't pay, and correct me, Tertius, you don't pay VAT individually. You're going to be paying income tax because it's an income into your personal account.
Dewald, the VAT is not applicable on individual person's account, except if his business is registered for VAT. But the VAT implication will only be on Marius's side and the goldsmith side.
Yes.
But the income tax implication will be triggered
On the
on the individual that's actually buying or selling the gold back to Marius.
Yes. All right, then another question here. Excuse me. Will the goldsmith give us proof of the gold purchase? Does that mean when I get the gold, I've got the gold, or when I sell the gold, do I also get proof that I've sold the gold? Or I don't understand.
Yeah.
Herman, maybe you can
No,
explain that.
You'll get a receipt for it, but I mean you'll also get a proof of payment from the refinery side that pays you the amount of money.
Yeah, perfect. And that was the last question I have on the chat box. Any other question, people? All right, on that note, I'm going to just sneak in a sales pitch here. You have to get, oh, lekker, Marius, there we go. If you want to, I can stop sharing my screen. You can share yours so we can have a nice big view of it.
Okay, you can do that. Nice to show you.
Great. And guys, if you want to know more about Python signals while Marius is sharing his screen, speak to me. Our CASA and CASA Africa team is exploding. I think we've got 3 rising stars in less than a week and a half already. So it is, if you want to get in a strong Python signals team, let me know. All right, Marius, show us the machine.
Can you all see now?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Awesome.
Great. There we go.
Sure, you're a brave man with that. But
it's got nothing. It's got nothing inside. So just to let everybody know. Yeah.
It's empty and it will stay empty.
Yeah, it will, because you're taking everything.
Well, I know of about 2 or 3 people on the call that is far exceeding my quota.
Okay. Well, that's good.
All right. Everybody, Marius, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I think you are the first one. And I just want to double check again with you. We are going to make this public.
Yeah, it's cool. No problem.
All right.
No problem.
Any questions? Okay, here's one. What if you do not reach 600 QR codes? I don't think that's going to happen, but yeah, what happens?
Then it will take me a bit longer, but I'll reach it.
Then we've got another one. Just put in the Karatbars credit card, then there is no tax implications. All right.
They still, but Tashius will know, but you're supposed to declare it still. Yeah.
People, thank you very much. I will have the recording done in about half an hour to 45 minutes, and I will publish it on our YouTube channel, and then I will put it onto our Facebook group. So watch out for that. I think a lot of people are already on our Facebook group, but yeah, most of you have got my details. Thank you, Marius, and thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone. Keep well.
Bye.
Bye.